Hello Taurus, and welcome to your love reading. Before we begin, this could be past, present or future energy, but for me as a reader, the energy truly begins as soon as you are guided towards watching this video. This message will resonate if it is meant for you. If it does not resonate, please be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, Venus and Jupiter, because they are all important regarding love. If you feel divinely guided towards a personal reading with me, that information will also be in the description box below. So let's get started in your energy, Taurus. We now open ourselves up to the energy that we are about to receive. We surround ourselves with love and light. We are accepting and open to any divine guidance. Thank you. Taurus, as I ring this singing bowl, I would just like you to take a long breath in and release any blockages that you may be feeling at this time. Imagine that this noise is a light flowing through you and penetrating you. We are ready. Taurus, this is a love reading, so I will have your energy on this side and your partner's energy on this side, but do remember that as I'm connecting to both of your energies, that this may be vice versa, this may be interchangeable, so take it how it resonates with you and use your intuition to guide you in your movements forward. Your current situation regarding love and your partner's current situation regarding love. Current situation regarding love for Taurus. Taurus. The first card in your energy, Taurus, is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, this is a card of feeling quite overwhelmed by thoughts that may seem challenging, may seem difficult to overcome. But I'm feeling in this energy that you are embracing these swords. You are taking them and you are growing with them on your journey. This may be you, this may be that you feel as though you're struggling on the inside, and this is the card that some refer to as the self-imposed prison. But actually, you're still carrying on, you're still moving forward, And I'm feeling this sense of peace, this peacemaker energy from you, Taurus. And this person in this card, in a way, is a representation of strength. The 8's here, so if we look at the top, the 8, this relates back to the strength card, which is about inner strength. It's about harmony in being able to use one's intuition and create peace in situations that may feel contradictory at times, conflicting emotions, mixed emotions, perhaps, I feel, Taurus. But here, this person, they are not bound by a sword here, so there are swords around them, but they stand and they are only bound by themselves. So you're recognizing here, Taurus, your individual agency here, your ability, your means to move forward. And here, this person's feet, they're on the ground, and you're using this sense of agency to guide you through these swords. This person is blindfolded, so they must go within. And here you are. You may have conflicting thoughts here. You may have this overwhelming sense of, I feel like, displeasure, withdrawing. Actually, no, it's not so much withdrawing, Taurus. It's more pushing forward, actually. But there is this thought in the back of your head to withdraw, but you're using that as motivation to not only move forward, but with determination and inner strength. Recognizing here your inner strength and your ability to rely on yourself, actually. The 8 of Swords. Taurus, current situation. This person in the 8 of Swords, they're wearing red, and red to me reminds me of the Justice card also. And justice is about duty, it's about balance and maintaining fairness, looking over the details and doing so with an objective, not only an objective view, but a set goal in mind to pursue that is equal, is going to clarify perhaps some of the energy that may feel contradictory to you, Taurus. Wow. The next card in your reading, Taurus, is the Strength card. We were just talking about that, so here we are with the 8. This person, they have the will here to tame a lion. They're not using their muscles here, they're not trying to create conflict here. You see, this is a lady, she is gentle, she wears white. The infinity symbol above her head represents intuition, and using that all-knowing energy, that feeling, to present herself to this lion and trust the situation. And in doing so, she tames this lion not with physical strength, but inner strength, inner knowing. There's a sense of acknowledgement in this card also, Taurus. acknowledging one's gifts, not denying, but embracing who you are. Your differences at this time, you're using them, you're mastering them, and you're seeing the light in them. And at times you're critical here, you're looking at yourself and you're criticizing yourself, but at the same time you're criticizing the very aspects of yourself that make you who you are, and you understand that, Taurus, here. You understand that withdrawing is betraying yourself. If you were this lion and this lady, you would want to be both. You would want to have equal standing of the differences here that are perceived between these two individuals. You would want to create a harmony in yourself with both of these energies. You would not deny here aspects of yourself. This is what your energy is revealing, Taurus. Two eights. Beautiful start to the reading, Taurus. Current situation, Taurus. You feel as though you are denying yourself, Taurus. And I think that's where the contradictory feelings are coming in. It's that feeling that perhaps you are, and realizing that and wanting to move forward in a way that doesn't reject yourself. Inner strength. The strength card is here, so this is you in your current energy mastering that ability nonetheless. The next card is the Seven of Pentacles. This person, they have built so much for themselves, and this person in this card, they are alone. This is a reminder of their own willpower as they look upon the fruits of their labour and wait for them to flourish. And here I'm seeing you admiring these commitments. These pentacles all represent commitments that are long-term and stable. They're going to be ongoing in your life and provide you with a sense here of a secure foundation. But I also see here a sense of longing, needing to be patient and telling yourself to be patient. They're leaning on this wand, and the wands, they represent passion and intuition, but also these urges with the fire energy to move forward here. But then at the same time, your intuition is also telling you to take a step back, to be patient, to wait, to know that everything will be in time, with small changes and detailed work put in place, coming together. But again, this sense of admiring your work, but at the same time longing, but knowing that it will come. The wand is also a dreamy energy. daydreaming, analysing the possibilities to come and thinking about the future. The next card for you, Taurus, is the Empress. This can be your card, Taurus, the Empress. I'm feeling Venus energy here. This lady, she sits upon her throne and she has created this abundance, this forest behind her. She is in nature and this is quite natural for her. Her mind lights up with ideas for the future as she looks upon this harvest, and I would say here that she creates here, because the Empress, she is the mother of the deck. She gives birth not only to life here, but also great ideas that are going to be of substance. They're going to hold a purpose in her life. That is the Empress, and she does so from a place of unconditional love, a higher sense of knowing and empathy, a maternal care here. In her movements, a fertile energy, and I feel like that fertility comes from the acceptance not only for herself but others around her. No set conditions, but here what I'm really getting is her waiting. So she's not fertile here, she's already created. Well, in a way she is, she's always is. This is the Empress, but she has planted these seeds and she is waiting for them to grow, patiently so, with understanding. The Empress. Beautiful card. I love the Empress energy, Taurus. 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 The next card for your energy, Taurus, the Three of Cups. You are looking forward to building your emotions with this individual. The cups here, they are about feelings and emotions. This is about what fills your heart, and also here, as there are other people in this card, what fills the heart of others around you. They work together, they build upon each other's ideas and build upon each other's emotions. They are holding these up, they are being open here, embracing one another. This is day by day. This is you feeling as though the more you know about this individual, the more time you spend with this individual, you're realizing that this is endless. These emotions, they're not going to dwindle, they're not going to fade. This is a card of creation, but creation of a love that feels pure and authentic and true to who you are. There's no conditions or boundaries. This is a sense of climbing a staircase and not seeing the top but seeing clouds above, and these are clouds that are glowing, feeling high, feeling feeling above those clouds, Taurus, and walking towards that, and always seeing more potential, always seeing the outcome here as growing. There's no desire for an outcome. This is more your desire for the experience itself of love with this individual. And I have to point out, Taurus, that we have 5 cards in your energy and we have 2 8s, the major arcana for the 8 and a minor arcana. And now we also have the major arcana for the 3 and the minor arcana here, as you see, the number 3. So, synchronicities. This is the divine feminine as well, Taurus. Beautiful. The Ace of Cups just made an appearance for you, Taurus. And now we're going to go into your partner's energy, their current situation regarding love. I have to say, Taurus, that the Ace of Cups, that's unconditional love, that's overflowing love. That cup bears a compass, and that's a message that your emotions at this time, your emotional body, if you follow that inner guidance system, it will take you places. But I'm feeling this sense of you wanting to get lost, wanting to lose yourself in this love for the moment, from a safe place, from a secure place, with your inner strength, and knowing that this is a strength, this is in a way what I'm getting is steeped in history, and I'm thinking, do you feel like you've known this person for your entire life? Or is this reminiscing? Is this that you are... this connection, it's a solid connection that you've had for quite a while, Cancer. That may be... Cancer here refers to the 4th house, and the 4th house is the house of the home body. It's about your sense of security and safeness, and that feeling of being surrounded by love, I feel, relating to this reading. But for some of you that could be another message. So now your partner here, Taurus. Current situation regarding love for your partner. The first card in your partner's energy, Taurus, is the Ace of Swords. This sword is all about air energy. This is to do with the mind, the thoughts and intellect. And this is a big idea coming to light, realizations here. But this is a realization that creates change, that is impactful in the journey forward, and it's dignified. If they follow this path, there will be a victory here with the crown. And here this is coming from an authentic place that is true, is white with this hand, and I'm feeling the representation of hands here. And this card, this energy, it's about putting work in. It's about your partner utilizing what they have and focusing on this relationship, focusing on the details of this relationship and finding pleasure in the commitment. They don't need recognition for what they choose to bring to this relationship. They just naturally persevere and naturally want to guide themselves in this direction. They're evolving at this time. They are gathering themselves and readying themselves for this new journey that they are embarking on. This is a journey of the mind. Mountains. The mountains at the bottom of this card, they grow quite naturally. The clouds at the side of this card as this hand arises with this sword. This is them raising their standards to meet yours. Raising their standards. Current situation regarding love. Current situation, the partner of Taurus. The Four of Cups. Now these cups in front of them, they are sitting, they are analysing these cups. They're feeling empty and withdrawn. I feel like these are circumstances where they have tried to create paths ahead that are emotionally fulfilling, that provide them with a sense of love and depth, but nothing came of this, Taurus, for them. Their creation and their means to create felt tested, and in some ways they denied themselves of acknowledging this Ace of Cups next to them. Ace of Cups is overflowing love, and this is appearing beside them, but still they look upon this free, trying to justify their investment so far, realizing that they should move forward and turn around and look at this cup that's full, but not doing so, Cancer. I keep calling you Cancer. I think that's because this is a 4. This is a 4 and Cancer is the 4th house. That sense of home then, referring back to that again, I feel that sense of home, that sense of stability within themselves, I feel like was misguided. And here, if we think about what the sign of Cancer represents here, and perhaps at times can depict, we feel here that sense of withdrawing when hurt, going inside themselves when hurt, not wanting to move forward just yet, needing to grasp their emotions and knowing that they understand the depths of their emotions, but needing to be with them for a while by themselves, inside themselves, before they turn around and open themselves up to the deep here, the love, the cup that's full. So these paths here, they could be paths that they pursued that they felt were emotionally fulfilling. They could be goals of theirs. This is something of a withdrawal, Cancer. Taurus. Why am I saying Cancer? We do have the Cancer reading yesterday, and Taurus, I strongly recommend that you watch that reading. Perhaps that's a sign for some of you to watch that, as I'm being guided towards that energy, but the messages are coming through with those signs here, so I do thank the energy here for bearing that. And perhaps check your 4th house, Taurus. Check your 4th house and see how that relates to this message. I'm being guided towards the tree as well, and naturally here, over time, even though they have been feeling a sense of holding themselves back, this tree has been growing. The leaves are here dripping down in abundance. So here they are achieving, Taurus. They are pursuing their dreams, but they cannot hold back the way they feel within anymore. They must turn around and look at the cups, look at the emotional fulfillment that is in front of them, is beside them right there, instead of this sense of emptiness that comes with the 3 cups here in front of them. The partner of Taurus. The partner of Taurus. Moving forward now. The 8 of Wands. Now bringing us back to the strength energy here with the 8s. Your partner gaining that inner strength, that feeling within them to move, and this is fast movement, fast paced, needing to adapt because this change is significant, and this is in a way guided by their divine purpose here. This is happening regardless of whether they move or not. There is this sense of it's coming, zoning in now. Also, some readers describe this card as the arrows of love, and I think that is quite a definition here for this card. This person, this individual here with the 8 of Wands, they feel as though this relationship has penetrated them with these arrows. This urge within is something that they hold now, something that they bear, that propels them forward. The 8 of Wands. current situation with your partner here, Taurus. Current situation for your partner regarding love. Beautiful. The next card in your partner's energy, Taurus, is the World card. This is a new sense of freedom. This lady, she is bare. She embraces her energy and her means to express herself. And she does so by taking a higher perspective, analysing the energy that she has bared within her and moving it forward from an objective position here where I'm getting here your partner thinking about their life and their approach towards love in the first and third person. So they're thinking about love from their point of view, and then they're thinking about how they portray themselves in third person, so as if they were reading a book here and they were an onlooker to the situation at hand. And I feel like this is providing them with great insight. This could be metaphorical for some, where they're just here taking a higher perspective and a higher level of acceptance for their situation and gaining clarity. But here I'm hearing contemplation, but contemplation in harmony. Opening themselves to deep analysis within. And also here the world is earth wire. Earth wire. Wow, Taurus, your partner here really did feel withdrawn and restricted. Wire. But then we see the contrast in these cards. The power of the self. They at first here, Taurus, felt that they had an unstable foundation. But then they discovered here, through taking a step back, that this wasn't an unstable foundation. This was their perspective of their foundation. The way they perceive themselves, and this is the world, this is everything, so this is success, and them wanting to give this energy to the relationship. Having that sense of holding back, but then these arrows of love providing them with the means to free themselves from these wires that bound them. I am being drawn towards the nudity, Taurus, in this card. And I'm feeling this sense of maternal energy, actually. And this is not so much the fertile aspect, it's more the maternal instinct, the maternal wisdom. They've had to I feel, mother themselves, look into themselves and provide the nurturing, because here they are safe, they are stable, but it's that sense of feeling deprived in some way with regards to how they are nurturing themselves, how they are looking at themselves. Yes. Can we have another card, please? The Emperor. Wow, we have a divine pair, the divine masculine of the deck and the divine feminine, the divine feminine, the Emperor and the Empress. The unconditional love and the nurturing, the creation, and here the Emperor, which is the structure, the foundation. Sensitivity, open-minded acknowledgement, empathy and compassion, but also reliability, leadership, loyalty. The Empress in your energy, Taurus, and the Emperor in your partner's energy. Again with the number 4. The 4th house. See, this Emperor, they rule an empire. They are the father of the deck, and they have mastered all of the kings, all of the masculine energy. So people come to this Emperor because of his wide and expansive experience. Through past situations, they know now, after all of his investments and his willingness to persevere and rise to the challenges that he has faced, he has then been able to provide this sense of safety for others around him. And here I'm getting he tries. He does not hold back on endeavours here that bear meaning for his empire. And through relying on him, through his loyalty, they grow. This is taking the lead. Establishment. This is a safe and secure foundation. This is a card of a safe and secure foundation. Reaching the highest point. So that is the last card here, moving forward quite swiftly to the World card and the Emperor. Now, Taurus, we are going to explore how they perceive you and how you perceive them. How do they perceive you, Taurus? The first card in this energy is the 6 of Wands. They are admiring you, Taurus. They see you pursuing your goals and not only pursuing them, but achieving, establishing yourself within them. And these are journeys for you of true purpose with the wands. You here with the wand, this is a multi-purpose energy. This is not just one path, this is being adaptable, having many purposes and fulfilling them equally, being able to do so. And you're not so much acknowledging the victories yourself as you are knowing that there's more work that you are ready to pursue. And this horse is ready. You see this horse looking back and admiring this man. This can be a card of marriage as well. Maintaining a commitment, a union, the feelings of reminiscing and celebrating the time that you both have spent together. The Six of Wands. This is quite comfortable. I feel like here, when they're acknowledging you, Taurus, they're not telling you, because this horse is covered by this sheet here. So they may not be revealing everything to you at this time, but I'm getting this energy of observing you and loving who you are. And if you feel as though there is more work to be done, Taurus, then I think really that's them not only admiring the ways that you create light in your life, but also here admiring what is to come. Admiring your ambition, your goals that you steadily move towards here with the Six of Wands. Loving your intention as well as the outcome. How does your partner perceive you, Taurus? How does your partner perceive you? The Three of Wands now. The Three of Wands, this person, they look out into the horizon and they examine their path ahead. They have just made a decision to move forward on a path that is of passion. They don't pursue this path for any real meaning other than for the journey itself, for the sake of the journey, for the experience. They look back and they could turn back, but not for long. They're ready to take that step. They're ready to, and the threes are about creation, and this is that little moment before creation where they just rest for a moment, acknowledge how far they've come and take that step. And this is a card of waiting for ships to come in, that card of a wish fulfillment, being in the winds, holding on, bracing here. This person is bracing themselves for the path ahead. Taurus, how does your partner perceive you? does your partner perceive you? How does your partner perceive you? Okay, this is the card. The Queen of Cups. She is quite a sensitive queen. She looks upon this ocean in front of her and she tries to understand the way she feels. She holds herself back for a moment, protective of her heart, and while doing so, still caring for others and looking out for others, providing all she can to ensure that those around her are loved and feeling safe and protected. She has great empathy and compassion. She looks upon this cup, and this cup represents a emotionally fulfilling journey, a journey because of the heart's desires, because of following her heart, and she questions this cup. This is hers, this is immense, but at the same time overwhelming. Perhaps at times embracing that feeling of being overwhelmed by her emotions, but at the same time needing time, needing to breathe and gather herself, steady herself in the motions of this huge and expansive ocean in front of her. She comes from a pure place. At times she cannot express because there's so much inside of her. But when she does so when she truly means to express herself, when she truly means what she says. And I'm seeing her skin here, her face, and in a way there's a slight tint, there's a slight blush, and it's feeling a bit shy, feeling a bit shy, I would say. I feel this sense of, this isn't so much fragility, it's tenderness. This is tenderness. Taurus. Nurturing energy. The Queen of Cups. Current here for how your partner perceives you. How does your partner perceive you, Taurus? How does your partner perceive you? Ace of Pentacles. Whatever they perceive as value and worth, they see in you. The Pentacles, they are commitment, they are true stability and abundance. Now this pentacle is glowing. This is a relationship that can last a lifetime. I'm feeling here from this card the glow, that sense of being startled. Perhaps they're startled by what you have to offer, which in yourself I feel like you don't acknowledge so much here, because as we saw earlier with the Six of Wands energy, you still had this means to move forward. you were gaining victories and they were seeing you as an established individual, Taurus, but you just kept going, you kept wanting to move forward to the next path, this expanding the path you're already on. But here they take a moment, startled by the natural beauty of this connection. There is a path here leading to the mountains, but I'm being drawn to the side here, so if you see this on the side, there is a path, but then to the side there's nature here as well, and this is representing the unexpected paths that you bring to their life, the ambitions that they want to pursue with you, or perhaps pursue in their own lives, that are influenced by the feelings that they bear for you. Although they might not reveal this to you, just how influential that you are, that your connection has been with them. It may be that observing you alone has lit this flame within them. My guides are calling this the flame of knowing. The flame of knowing. Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is a big idea, a life-changing realization. And this is the first card in your partner's current situation regarding love, Taurus. And I feel like this breaks the very foundation here from which they have survived this far. This is changing their perception of what it means to have a home, have a sense of community, not only on the outside but on the inside of themselves in their lives. And now we explore the last card for how they perceive you, Taurus. How do they perceive you, Taurus? The Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of personal growth. These individuals, this is a card here representing play fighting between here peers, but what this truly represents is an equal standing and pursuing a journey. And over time, through these little victories, creating and manifesting a big passion of theirs. The Wands here again, this is referring back to this sense of longevity, this sense of more to come in this connection, as this passion, this may be much greater than both of you. Here, how big these wands are compared to these individuals, but you both are contributing to this relationship equally and subtly, and over time this is going to establish itself into here what you both dream of. And actually I'm getting that this is coming together already. This actually is in the works. If anything, this is now. This wand is expanded, this wand is big, and so are you, so are both of you, Taurus. So I feel like this is recognizing these little moments that you both have had thus far in order to be able to fully comprehend how big these ones are, how big this journey is becoming, the real influence that this journey can have on both of your lives. So here, looking back, reminiscing, and this could be your individual paths here, as this does refer to a personal journey. But then you both did come together, you both did, through these personal journeys of yours, expand and stay loyal to one another and realize what it means to bear this true loyalty, bear this equal standing, this reciprocation now that is coming together into a long-standing commitment. This is the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands in your energy, Taurus. Now we're going to pursue how you perceive them, Taurus. How do you perceive them? You are holding back slightly. I'm feeling this. But the Knight of Pentacles, they hold back because here the Knight, this is interesting that this came out as I was feeling that energy here, Taurus. So here this card this message wanted to be conveyed to you. This Knight, they sit on this horse quite firmly and they do not make a move until they know that the path ahead is going to be successful. They hold this pentacle. There is only one pentacle, so this is them focusing on this relationship, knowing that this is the only relationship for them and wanting to establish a level of reliability here in this one commitment. But here they will only make a move when they know this is going to be successful. They will only move forward here, but the Knights do show purpose, they do reflect intention. So here this person, this individual, your partner here, is moving forward with the intention to be reliable, to make moves that are of purpose, to make moves that are going to be successful in what they perceive success to be in this relationship. The Queens, they send out Knights, and the one Knight that they favour to send out is the Knight of Pentacles, because they know that if the Knight of Pentacles were to follow through with a journey, they would do so from a place of here reliability. They would be trusted and they would send the right message to whomever they are moving forward with and extending this pentacle. So that is a focus here on structure in your partner's energy for how you perceive them. Long-standing structure here. This horse, they are black, and that sense of black horse, that sense of difference, that sense of unseen as well though, Taurus, I feel actually unseen. Something about words unspoken but inner knowing. They have experienced this Knight of Pentacles, so they feel the energy and they can feel this energy. They look out into the distance and use their intuition, their mind, I'm feeling actually, to guide them, because they know. What do they know, Taurus? What is it that they know? That you're the one? If we go back to the beginning of this card, the very beginning, how do you perceive them, Taurus? The Nine of Swords. This person, they may worry at times, they may overthink. You're feeling as though at times they can be a little bit of an introvert. They have this ability to go within themselves and get lost in their thoughts, because these swords, they are above this person's bed, this person, where this person feels safe, and they are building upon one another, and this is them building upon their thoughts and coming to conclusions, perhaps contemplating too much. And through this, they are coming to some realizations, Taurus. They do gather meaning from this stress that they place upon themselves. This is a mixture here of emotional stress and mental stress here that I feel like they let themselves fall into. They do so to experience this, to acknowledge themselves and try and find a sense of stability within that stress. But at times this can be overwhelming. The 9 is the end of a cycle. The 9 relates to the hermit, having all the answers they need and moving forward, tying up the loose ends and knowing their path forward, seeking out their path forward. Perhaps they're doing this in a way introverted, or perhaps with you, Taurus, but they do so from a place of inner wisdom now. Taurus, this inner wisdom we're feeling in your reading, I feel like that energy has been all the way through. That has not left this reading. How do you perceive your partner, Taurus? How do you perceive your partner? The 7 of Cups. This person, they are looking over these cups in awe of all of the potential to come, all of the ideas and possibilities. These cups, they are all full. They're full here with journeys that could be filling their hearts even more so, with journeys that could be emotionally fulfilling. But it's about choosing which cup to move forward with. It's about focusing their energy and using that faith in the path ahead to convey a journey that is going to be not only bound by love, but bound by a long-term solidity here. But as they look, this is a sense of analysis paralysis, but only for a moment. This is temporary energy, so they will move forward, they will move past this analysis and create a emotionally fulfilling path that is going to be what they pursue in their movements forward. But first, they're looking upon these cups in amazement for what they can create, but this is not so much creativity as it is the emotion behind that, the emotional drive behind that emotional creativity. Actually, that would be emotional creativity. And the King of Cups just came out before I was going to shuffle, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Cups, unconditional love. And the King of Cups is established love, long-standing love, a king that is emotionally intelligent and in tune with his surroundings. How do you perceive them, Taurus? The next card is the Ten of Swords. They have had faith in paths that... This is the 10 now, so we have the 9 of Swords, Taurus, and the 10 of Swords. So really this is letting go of this cycle now. These swords coming out, the 10 coming to completion, and moving forward with that Ace of Swords, going back to the inception, releasing. This is really the highest amount they can bear, the highest amount that they can feel emotionally. Really, this is a case of deep deprivation, a deep sense of loss within themselves here, because this is air energy. This is them trying again and again to proceed on a path, and each time feeling like they have been penetrated by one of these swords, and trying again because of the faith that they have, and again being penetrated and being penetrated again and again, until finally they choose to release this. And they do so with the acknowledgement here that this cycle is complete. This is the end of a cycle, and wanting now and knowing that there is potential in the path ahead, and that they are being guided towards letting go. Their faith, it taught them many lessons here with these swords, but their faith here can be invested now in a path that is going to teach them many more lessons that may be of healing now. Actually, if we think of the 10, the next card please for Taurus, how do you perceive your partner? And these paths, they are emotionally having potential, and also here with the Knight of Pentacles, this is long term. The perception of your partner. Perception of your partner. The perception for Taurus. The 10 of Wands. This is reigniting that passion within them. These wands, they could be heavy for some, but this person, they persevere. They do not let any of these wands go. They do not delegate any of these wands. They do not take one at a time. They take all of these, because these are representing responsibilities in their life that drive them, that give them passion, and that sense again of muscle. And that muscle comes from embracing this responsibility, and it comes from that flame within them. Because perhaps here, if they didn't have such passion, these wands, they would feel heavy, they would feel weighed down, they would not be able to move forward, but they can, because here this muscle gained from this intense passion. This is about looking upon the stress of success, looking upon how much they have achieved here, this full cycle with the wands here, and looking at this from the perspective of a new passion, a new endeavour, a new goal, and giving that to a goal that is already established and further exceeding, further excelling that goal. This is how they are embarking on their life journey. They have many goals here that they are pursuing, and they take pleasure in all of them. And here you're seeing that they value the responsibility of this connection also, Taurus. I'm feeling with that Ten of Wands, you're seeing that this person does not give up. They persevere no matter what. You're acknowledging this. This is you. This is quite beautiful energy, Taurus, because you're acknowledging here not only the substantial journey ahead, but you're also acknowledging really what goes into that journey, and that may at times be challenging, but really it's about moving through those challenges and building with them and creating peace, creating harmony, as you are in your energy, Taurus, as the peacemaker. So now I have explored your current situation regarding love and your partner's current situation regarding love. I'm now going to move forward to the future of this relationship for both of you. The future of this relationship for Taurus and their partner. The future of this relationship for Taurus and their partner. The first card for you, Taurus, is the Chariot. This is moving forward, feeling compelled, feeling an urge, a drive inside yourselves here to move forward. And this is moving forward with contradictory energy. This is the black and the white. This is taking everything and merging it together and creating harmony. Because the Chariot, they only move forward when they see success in the future, where they see the potential and the wish fulfillment. They have it in their periphery here. So beautiful energy here for the start of the future. You're treating this as a fresh start, as a new beginning. This is a reset button. There is already a foundation here. That's why I'm saying this, Taurus. There's already a safe foundation behind this Chariot. But this man, they have a star above their head. This represents their hopes and dreams, and planting those seeds and watering them, realizing that they wait for them to grow in the long term, but also knowing that they're coming soon. This feeling actually that this is soon. This may be long term as well, but there's going to be deep success soon in this commitment. The future of this relationship for the Fool card. This is a card of a leap of faith. This individual, they look out onto the unknown, into the unknown, and because they do not know what is in their path ahead, they use their faith to guide them, and the unknown creates endless possibility, endless potential. And with true faith, with this sun shining here in the background, as they hold what they have at hand, this flower, this dream that they bear, they take that leap. And again, this sense of new beginning here with the 0, this is the very start of an inception, and the start of an inception is the belief in it in itself. So here you're both believing in one another and seeing here what is to come as not quite there, not quite known, but that's because it's so long term that you cannot predict everything, Taurus, you know that, but at the same time here the foundation has already been set, so the potential to come is very much dreamy, it's very much your beliefs that you have. The future of this relationship, so far all major arcana. This is referring to life purpose, life changes regarding your life purpose. The minor arcana are about the details. They're the details, but the energy here, this is core changes. The future of this, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is my spiritual card. This is the highest, in my opinion, in terms of inner knowing, being all-knowing. She is the priestess to the priest, to the Hierophant. She is the counterpart, and she sits on her throne and she has the information in her lap. She is making decisions and she does not need to speak, because this is everything. This is thinking this commitment through, understanding that there is a higher purpose to this love, and both feeling ready, both feeling as though you have all the information necessary, and if not, then your beliefs here with the Fool card and the Chariot, your beliefs are enough to fulfill that for you, to give you an inner sense of being ready. Moving ahead here, but with inner wisdom, this can be silence in a way. This is about not needing to make any moves, but just having faith. But then we do have the Chariot, which is moving forward. It's an urge to move forward at the same time. So perhaps here this is you both embracing one another. Wow, incredible energy. Sorry, as I said that, there was incredible energy overwhelm me. This is you both embracing one another, seeing into one another. The High Priestess, she sees through everyone. She sees into people. She does not look at the surface. She looks far deeper than any surface could ever depict. The High Priestess. This feels divinely guided, Taurus. And you are the Hierophant. That is your card here. So we have the Emperor, we have the Empress, we have the High Priestess. But we also have that sense here of the Hierophant, because this is your reading, Taurus. The future of this relationship for Taurus. Wow, incredible. The next card is the Hermit. We have 4 major arcana in the future of this relationship. The Hermit, they have all the answers at hand. They are taking a moment now to rest in private. This is about introspection. This is about introversion. I was feeling that earlier as well, but maintaining that privacy because they know the path ahead. They see the path ahead here. They're guided by this light. But here, this is an endeavour that they feel they must pursue in private for now, with wisdom. And again, the High Priestess, both of you embracing your privacy here. And this is a couples reading, so this is you both having that relationship on a inner level. This is an inside connection. This is a deep bond from the inside to the outside. You express yourselves from within. Maybe you don't need to say everything. Maybe you don't need to speak at all to one another. There's just this feeling that you have. You could be in the same room in silence, but there would be so much connecting you both. So we have here the Emperor, and actually let me show you the Chariots. You see how I said the Chariot moves forward because they see a victory and there's a star above their head. Well, if you look inside so let's see the star. If you look inside that lantern, Taurus, there's a star guiding the Hermit as well. This is representing their hopes and their dreams. This is about really aligning their lives with what they see as, what they appreciate, what they align with their faith. Seeing the challenges thus far as a representation of where they should go in the future. Perhaps learning from those paths and moving forward into the now, into a path that they can feel secure within, can feel as though they're being themselves, they're embracing who they are and their life purpose. So the last card, please, for... This is very long-term energy here, I have to say, especially with the Hermit, the wisdom of the Hermit. He may retract his energy, so you may like your private time with this individual Taurus, but this is very much the wisdom of a lifetime, having all the answers. But then the Fool card is not needing all the answers, but then inherently knowing that you have them. You have them. I see here that sense then of contradictory energy in your current situation regarding love, Taurus, and perhaps realising the potential here within yourself and within this individual to transcend that energy and perhaps approach it differently, approach it from a different perspective, with a different feeling in mind. The last card is the Change, the Wheel of Fortune. This is that wheel turning. This is about knowing there is a movement. You have been longing for this, and in the future this is coming, Taurus. You see these people, they have these books and they're reading this now, and this is referring back to that sense of knowing all there is to know. There is always going to be more to know. You may be learning from one another in the future, but there's always more to come, and you both realise that. And really what binds a long-term relationship together is actually this sense of faith, this sense of feeling, this sense of inner wisdom, and at times privacy. I feel like this is the energy that you're conveying, Taurus. This is divine guidance with the Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing, should I say. Divine timing. So that is the patience here in your current energy, Taurus. It's referring to the patience and the unconditional love of the Empress. This is referring to that sense that this will come in divine timing, this fresh start that you're both embarking on together as a couple. This is divine timing, and both having the patience here. The High Priestess and the Hermit having all the information, but the Fool card here not needing the information because your faith alone guides you. Beautiful energy, Taurus, beautiful reading, and wow. I have written a poem for every card in this deck, Taurus, so the next card I pull, I'm going to read the poem that I have written that represents that card. And this is the time in the reading where I take a step back and I allow your intuition to guide you in your movements forward, your intuition to take over, perhaps providing you with an overall energy for this reading or closing the energy for this reading. So can we have a poem, please, for Taurus that is going to guide them? Please. The poem for you, Taurus, is the Justice card. This person, they hold a scale in one hand which represents balance and equality, fairness, and in the other the sword which represents justice, truth, knowledge. She binds them both together and she looks over the information ahead of her from an objective point of view, from a standpoint that takes every little detail into consideration and moves forward with really the information that is just, that is clarifying. So now, Taurus, I'm going to find this poem for you and read this to you. Justice. Justice. Taurus. This poem they look at the situation from every aspect because it requires balance and objectivity. There is resolution to gain out of true respect that will smooth out with fairness and equality. There is considerable thought to be made, settled in a way that may feel final and just. Good and bad karma will level out the same, choosing the most rational path they can trust. Beautiful. I feel like that relates to the future of this relationship quite significantly, and also the movements forward from your current energy as you're choosing that path. Looking at the situation from every aspect. This is the poem for those of you that want to analyse for yourselves and dive deeper into this energy. The words that stand out for me, Taurus, I would say is they look at the situation from every aspect. Considerable thought to be made, and also that will smooth out with fairness and equality. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing this journey with me, Taurus. Remember that this is your energy and I am just the messenger. I am sending you all of my love and all of my light in your movements forward with this relationship. For those of you that are joining me in the extended, we are going to be exploring the purpose of this energy for you, Taurus, and the purpose of this energy for your partner. Perhaps looking at a couple of poems and exploring more into this deep connection that you both are forming together now. That is a direct download and it will be in my description box below.